This is a story what somebody told me. Oh, so long ago. Gosh, it was 86. In fact, at that time, nobody ever spoke about triangle spacecraft or triangle things. Nobody, not a single person, never saw it anywhere. No UFO fanatic or know-all mentioned it at all. It had never been in the newspapers, never been on TV, never, absolutely ever heard of it. Set until I met this chap, which I knew quite well. And his story was he got a bit depressed looking for a job, as we all do, and so he couldn't sleep. So he used to take his dog for a walk. And this chap's not a one for lying or exaggerating. If he saw something, he saw it. He's like that. Anyway, and this particular morning he got really early. Couldn't sleep. Got up about 3 o'clock in the morning. And he started taking his dog for a walk. And he walked for miles. And he walked from a place called Ansley Woodhouse over to where those olive mill incident on the left, and you crossed over the main road towards a place called Newstead Abbey, where Lord Byron used to live, and which is a lovely place to go if you've never been. It's got a nice garden. But anyway, he started going over there to Newstead Abbey, and I just went into the grounds, and it's like a big valley. At the time, it was less built up. But as far as I know, Ansley's got a few more houses down there, and still in a valley. But at them days, it was really quite quiet, and you can imagine coming across and dark sky, nothing there. That's why I used to do it, just get away from everybody, and nobody's out about, just him. And as he's walking by there, he walked about 2 miles now, all by himself, his dog. He could literally, even though it was dark, the moon behind here, he could see this huge thing, black triangle craft. It says just a few hundred feet above his head, quite no lights, just came over. Not a single light and no noise whatsoever, just came over. And he kept walking, and it seemed to slow as it went over. It wasn't crash landing; it just seemed to be coming down in a controlled manner. And he kept walking, and he was there looking up, like that, following it over as he kept walking. And he walked another quarter mile, and you could still see it going slowly coming down, because it was really slow now coming down. And I thought, oh, that's coming down where I'm going. So I thought, oh, no, I'm not going to go any further. So he doubled back, but he actually saw it go down back at Newstead Abbey ground. So he knew it landed. He saw it come base it down, but never actually physically got to close enough to actually describe it or anything. But he said it was perfectly black, because the moon was, even though it was still a black sky, and the moon was out, and you could physically, it just shone it up, and it went over his head, so you could physically see the shape and the colour of it, but and the size as well, because it's just a few 100 feet above him, 100 odd feet above him. So he had a very, very good look at it, and it's the silence of it. It says nothing at all. I mention this because the silence are something else I'll mention next time, which relates to this one really, but from somebody else. But this chap is not a storyteller. He wouldn't, if he saw it, he saw it. He's proper old-fashioned. He's not one to. He didn't tell me until years after. He didn't want to say, "Let's sound silly," and so yeah. And as far as I know, he's never told anybody else. But yeah, so he came down back at there, Newstead Abbey. But why there? I don't know. interesting. Is there something back in Abbey? Ooh, I don't. Who knows? It could be anything, couldn't it? Really, we're not going to tell us what's hiding, are they? You know. But I've walked around there myself, and I don't know. Things could be anywhere we're not expected to be. But it's a lovely area there, I've got to say. It's nice to go walking. But yeah, but he did have a good look at it and say it was only 100 feet above him. But it was dark, but he had the moon, and he literally followed it down. So, and nobody else reported it except for him. And he told me that story, oh gosh, quite some years after he saw it. Because he asked me if I saw anything, but at the time I hadn't saw anything. I have now, but not at that time. But so yeah, it was interesting. Anyway, I hope you like the story. If you've seen anything or heard anything on that particular one as well, please let me know. That would be brilliant. Okay, thank you.